Well, the days of clocking into a 9-to-5 job may be over for you, and maybe you're sitting back now ready to enjoy retirement. So you need to ask yourself, should you get a financial advisor to help manage those retirement funds? It's a really key question. And so Colin Evans with Evans Financial Group is here with us in studio to discuss how to manage those retirement funds. So what cases do you recommend someone does decide to go to a financial advisor?
Well, you know, there's so many variables. You got to think when you walk into that retirement time frame. Now we're on a permanent vacation.
Yeah.
This is the greatest time when I walked into, what did I work for? What am I looking forward to? What do I want to do?
Exactly.
And there are a couple questions that I think really, we kind of phrase this segment. It's like, I just really want people to think about: is it time for it? Do I need one? What do we do?
Yeah.
One of the first things we do when it goes into retirement time is we're going to help make the money last. A big thing is, only our Heavenly Father knows our expiration date.
Right.
So, without that date, without a magic 8-ball that, we used to have as kids that we'd shake and get the yes or no or maybe answer, we don't know what our expiration date is. And our jobs as advisors is to make sure that those funds last as long as you do. One of the other things that we're actually out here for is, we're third party. We help simplify some things and can really put a different set of eyes on something. I think a lot of times us as, as people, when we kind of get our heart set on something, we sell ourselves. It's like, oh, I'm going to get a new car, and it's, oh, it's got all this, got that. What about the payments? I don't want to listen to you.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah, we don't worry about that. And sometimes when you talk to a third party and you talk to somebody else, they can give you a different set of eyes on it and really give you the pros and cons.
Right.
And that's really some things that you really look at, because I think sometimes we don't want to listen to the con side of things, and those are the sides that actually could be damaging for us. And then we go into what are things that you want to look for in an advisor?
Yeah, like if I make that decision.
It's really a connection.
Yeah.
And it really is. When you visit with an advisor for the first time, one of the things we sit down and do, that interview is going two ways. The advisor is interviewing the client, because we might not be a good fit. I might not like them. And the client is doing, the potential client is doing the exact same thing. And because it needs to be a mutual relationship.
Right.
And it really needs to be somebody you click with. I mean, you really have to, kind of jive with them. You feel good, and you understand, and they've got your best interest at heart. And that's a great thing to as you're visiting with that, and some of the things that an advisor is there for is really planning for the unexpected.
Right.
Life throws us curveballs. We saw a lot of them over the last couple of years. I mean, we had COVID, we had inflation go through the roof, and when you go into retirement time, those kind of curveballs are still going to happen. What if you have a major medical, emergency, a spouse passes away, or, so things like that are things that an advisor can help and put, a good set, this is our third party again, putting this set of eyes on things and give you some recommendations that are going to be in the best interest without doing you, really harm. That person's there to help you and really put a hedge of protection around you. And one of the things that's funny, when my dad, I love it when my father gets in, and one of his favorite things is when people ask him, well, where are you putting your money?
Right.
And it's a great thing for people to ask their advisor. We challenge our clients, like, you should be asking your advisor this, because if your advisor's going, well, you need, Bob and Mary, you need to do X, Y, and Z. Well, Mr. Advisor, what are you doing? Well, I'm way over here in this. Well, why are you way over here? And you're over here, and that sometimes doesn't, speak the, singing the same from the same sheet of music, if you're, kind of talking about it. And that's something that really makes a difference.
So that question of where do you see where are you handling your investments? Where are you putting your money? Is that a question that I should be asking if I'm a potential client, if we're having that first
Absolutely,
meeting?
Because I'll be completely transparent. And, myself and as well as my father and our other advisors on staff, we're very transparent, even in what we do, because it should be. Because if I'm recommending something to somebody and you ask me, absolutely, I should be able to show you, here is what I'm doing. Now, our situations might be different,
right,
and we have to tailor things to a specific situation and a specific circumstance, because no two families are going to be the same. But that's really the beauty of it, because then you're tailoring these things down to that exact person, or that couple or that family unit.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for sharing this insight with us and sharing it with our viewers too, as
Absolutely.
they try
Thanks
to
for
make
having
these
us.
decisions.